Welcome to the studio, ladies and gentlemen. It's about to be a new year, so I figured why not? Why not do a review? No, not a review, because we don't do reviews on this page. So yes, we're going to be constructing a beat. It's one of the beats I posted on TikTok. So I found a sample online, and it's going to be a quick in-depth thing of how I like to process the beat. So I found the sample online. So this is the sample before processing. So we'll do that straight away after the intro. Welcome back to the studio, ladies and gentlemen. So yes, today, as we said before the intro, we're doing a beat deconstruction where we break down the beats, every nook and cranny of the beats, where we get to understand how things work in-depthly. So a lot of people have been asking me how I get how my beats tend to be so heavy. I think I'll make that in another tutorial. Most of the people that work with me, the remarks they always give is, Chris, how can your beat sound this heavy and it's not even mastered? So there's a secret, and that will teach you. Don't worry. So I found this sample online by some people called Noran Sister. I think they are from Morocco or something. I'm not sure. So I brought it in. I cranked it up. There's on Ableton. There's a way you can do there's a way you can shrink something to make it have double speed. You can either do. Okay, let me show you. It can either be. Or it can be. So that's why I love Ableton so much. If you are not using Ableton, I'm sorry for you. You've not really seen. You get, without even doing too much stuff. It's one of the best way to manipulate audio. One of the best out there. So I did that. And if you want a short tutorial on Ableton, I can start doing like short tutorial that can put you through how to use Ableton Live if you're coming from another DAW. I always change DAW, maybe every 3-4 years, but I've been on Ableton now for 3 years, and I love it. I don't think I'm going anywhere anytime soon. So on Ableton, I record vocals, do everything pretty much. Only when I want to mix for a client, I tend to use other DAW based on what I feel like, or what I feel like can give me the vibe I'm going for. So without no further ado, too much talk, I brought that in, and then the tempo is at 112. That's 112, which is not bad for trying to do like an I don't know what to call this. I don't know if this is piano or Afro piano. So I started with this one here. As a matter of fact, I feel like this is even supposed to be a loop, because when you add a shaker to this now, it's done. So every sound I select based on what I'm trying to do is deliberate. If you notice, this kick is a subby kick. It's not really a kick where you hear the transient. If you don't know what transient is, I don't know how I can help you. Okay, yes, I can. Transient is the attack, the first thing you hear before you hear a sound, like the bite, like for a snare is how that sounds, how you get. So you can either sound, you can either sound. So different transients affect the way the body. So I went for something that has little to no transients, but body. So the body, there are three parts of a kick. There's a transient, which is the attack, the first thing you hear. There's the sub. There's the body, which is what the. Then there's the sub, which is the boom, boom, how fast it is. Almost so much information in one video. Oh Lord, I thank you for such an insight, because it's not by my power that I'm able to know all these things. So yeah, moving on. I did that. And then the percussion. Let's hear that in context with the. Yeah, so. But the major thing I did was this loop. When I'm trying to make remixes, that's why it's nice for you to make beats and just have things down. So when you want to work on them, you just, drag them and work. Or maybe, there are a bunch of all these people that makes loop. There's Saba House or something that makes loops. So those type of loops, they help you to like create your groove ready to go. I showed you guys a tutorial of where I have stack of loops, personal loops that I'm not even going to sell, that is not for sale, you know, where I just keep my stuff in case I want to work and I'm outside the studio, I want to work. I don't have to start making beats from scratch. I'll just go to a thing that helps me. They are called song starters. So what we want to do now, I use this loop. So I open the loop, I cut off all the lows from the loop and just have the high ends alone. Then that's pretty much the whole beat there. Then Serum. I don't know if I've told you guys, I love Serum so much. Like every time they make Serum, I'm always there. I'm waiting for the update. They said there's an update coming soon. I'm patiently waiting for that. So yeah, Serum here. So I added this aggressive bass, but I used it as a percussion. Let me tell you what the bass is called. It's called Pluck Candy or PL Candy AV. I chopped part of the vocals. So I chopped some parts. I just used it for. So that's what's in. Yeah. But we still have a number of things we can still do. If I wasn't going for that, I could still do. You get me? So we can still do that. Don't let me get carried away. So yeah, I added that. Then I added, of course, from this, I already have the vocals. I'm just trying to build something. Then I added chord to it to just beautify some things. I use this e-piano from Ableton. Stock plugin. Then another chord progression to give us. Yeah, then a breather, added a breather to it. Then some Asian this thing from Arcade. So that's like part of the build-ups. So if you check, it sounds like this. Oh, so this I did from Toby Shank. I sampled from Toby Shank. This
get so hard, get so hard, get so hard, get so hard.
So that's pretty much the intro.
Get so hard.
Remember, your role, simplicity is always the key for your role. It doesn't have to sound like you are trying to, fight war, and it should still sound like you are trying to fight war. I don't know if that makes sense. So yeah, the arrangement is intro. The intro starts on a very high energy. Then when it comes to after the intro, we come to like a breakdown where the beat stops. I like that. Then I have this. If I don't want it to be long, I won't go into all these details. This is like one long loop, and I shrinked it into tiny, tiny grain to create a riser. So it sounds like this. I think I'll make a tutorial on how you can achieve something like this. So I put a filter on it and a vocoder on it. So it sounds like it's coming. Yeah. That creates. So I added that with this build up. I did the same thing for the build up too. Sounds like. So both of them on the same this thing, but opening on different frequencies. You get beautiful thing there. So if you see, then to the peak of after rising, you come to the peak. To the peak, what I always do is I always automate the volume, like the master volume, to go up a bit, so you have like perceived loudness for the peak. So it sounds like when the song comes into the break, you automate it down a bit. Then when it gets to this part, you raise it up maybe by 2 decibels just to create a perceived loudness. And then I added this guitar from Ample Sound semi-hollow guitar. This one. It's a very beautiful guitar. Yeah, it's a very beautiful one, semi hollow. I love it. It's like a jazz. I use the jazz guitar there. So yeah, then come to log drum. The log drum. Yeah, so I always like to layer log drum with the snare. Yeah, so that's pretty much everything automation wise. Yeah, then the vocals. So I chopped the vocals from the beginning to create like an intro. Where is it? Yeah, so here. But I was opening it in beats. If you listen, it sounds like, oh, it's coming. The beat is still coming, it's coming. Then before you open your eyes, gone. I don't like this. Yeah,
Get so, get so hard. Get so hard. Get so hard. Get so hard.
That's the break. Then break it down. You see how I brought the stuff was so fast earlier, then I brought it down to make it sound, to slow it down a bit, so it's not the same as what we had before. So here. So yeah, I hope I've been able to inspire you to go make some more music. And please leave a comment in the comment section. Subscribe if you are not subscribed. And yeah, you can check the song out. You can, the song is not out, but you can check it out on this page. I posted the beat. So yeah, I hope I've been able to tell you to go make some more music today. I hope I've been able to inspire you to do more. And yeah, so shout out to everybody commenting, liking, and subscribing to this page. The page is now officially a YouTuber's page according to YouTube, and we hope to do like more great stuff together, and I hope to bring more persons in here to show you some music theories and if it makes sense. Peace.